Are your sales not where you want them to be for your business? Or are you not meeting your sales goals? Well, stick around because in this video, we're going to talk about how to make more sales. Did you know that 20% of small businesses go out of business within their first year? And 50% of businesses go out of business by their fifth year? One of the main ways to keep your small business afloat is via sales revenue. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to speed up your sales process and close more deals. But before we get started with our discussion, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you're notified of videos when it posts every Tuesday. So let's get started. What is consultative selling? Well, consultative selling is a sales approach where you prioritize relationship with your customer through a dialogue to position yourself to be the chosen vendor. In this approach, you're hyper-focused on the customer. It's all about what the customer wants and needs opposed to what you have as a solution or what you can do for them. In sales, you want to be the trusted advisor, the resource for your customer. Zig Ziglar said it best. In order to get what you want, you have to help others get what they want. That's the definition of consultative selling. How many of you are familiar with good old Zig Ziglar? He was one of the best consultative salesmen that I knew. I saw him speak once at a conference. He was so motivating and so inspiring. If you don't know who he is, I'll drop a link below for you to take a look and check out some of his books. I recommend The Secret of Closing a Sale by Zig Ziglar. Now, let's take a look at some tips to help you get more sales. First, you need to understand your market and your niche. Understand who your customers are and be very specific and strategic. You can't try and please everybody. You have to be strategic in the individuals that you're focusing on. There's an excerpt that came from Seth Godin's book, This is Marketing, that really explains it all. It states, there's a dangerous prank that relies on thief detector dye. This dye sold as a powder is quite bright and a tiny bit goes a long way. Once the powder touches the moisture on your skin, it blooms into a bright purple and won't easily wash off. Drop a teaspoon of it into a swimming pool and all the water in the pool will become permanently bright purple. But if you drop it in the ocean, no one will notice. He goes on to state that service is much like that purple dye. It's not for everyone. You want to be very strategic and only offer it to a select few and make sure that it permanently sticks. This will also help you stop wasting resources, time, and money. Focus on your large swimming pool. Do your research. Make sure that you understand the industry that your customer or your prospective customer is in. Also, take a look at their LinkedIn page or profile and make sure that you understand how they interact with their customers. It's really important for you to also know who your customers' customers are. Are there any internal or external factors that may influence their business? This you should also look into. And lastly, their competitor. Who is your customer's competitor? What are they up against? It's very important that you understand that. Next, have a conversation with your customer. You want to begin by asking questions so that you can really find out what's going on within your customer's business. What issues are they having? What challenges are they facing? This is what you want to get out on the table so that you can address it and position yourself to be a resource. You also want to understand what your customer's goals are, where they want to take their business in the next 5-10 years. Is there something that they're working on, a project that you may be able to assist them with? All this is valuable information for you that you would uncover by just having a conversation. Next, it's important for you to understand where your customer is in the buying process. If you know where your customer is, you can then align with them in their process and help them through the process a little bit faster, at the same time as positioning yourself as a resource. So something happens where a new appliance is needed. There's a problem, there's an issue, something stopped working. From that point, the individual would then go to find out what they want to replace that appliance with. So they'll start doing some research. A lot of research nowadays takes place on the intranet. So they'll hop online, they may look at several models, several manufacturers, and then dwindle that down into one or two manufacturers or models that they want to look at. At that point, they'll get very specific about their must-haves for this next appliance that they're going to purchase. Once they've decided on one or two brands that they really are interested in, they'll begin to compare them side by side to make sure that the appliances that they're looking at have all of the criteria that they need in regards to their must-haves. At that point, they'll decide which one they want to move forward with. But they're not ready to make that purchase just yet. Now things start running through their mind about, well, do I really want to pay this much for it? Or what if it gets in and it breaks half the way through? What if it doesn't last as long as my last appliance did? What if there are issues that I have? What am I going to do about fixing them? These are all mental noise that every customer goes through before they make an acquisition, before they purchase something. So you need to be cognizant of that as they move through that phase. Once they've worked through that and they've actually made the purchase, next is implementation, where they receive the shipment of the appliance, they get it in, and it's all sparkly. They want to play with it, they want to see what it's going to do, they check out all the new features and the buttons, loving the appliance until something happens and there's a need for a different acquisition. And then the process starts all over again. So it's really important for you to understand where they are in that process so that you can align yourself with them to help them through those particular steps so that they will do business with you. Next, know when to close the deal. If you're aligned with your customer and you are helping them through the buying process, then you will know when it's time to move forward and ask for the deal. If you wait too long, you may lose the opportunity. Also, don't be afraid to hear the word no. No doesn't necessarily mean no. It can mean a lot of things. No can mean, I'm interested, but just not right now. No can mean, do I really see the value in this particular product? Am I missing something? So no can mean a host of different things, but that's okay. We're going to talk about how to overcome these specific objections in a later video. Once you get them, you got to keep them. Now you need to build long-term relationships and take care of your customer. Meet with your customer on a regular basis. Document your successes as well as your customer successes. Ask for testimonials as well as for them to post on your Instagram or your LinkedIn page to review your product or service. Share your information, share your business with others as referrals. To help you with this consultative approach, I've created a sales planner to help you get started. Make sure to download this sales planner. The link is below in the description. In addition, I'd like to invite you to join my Facebook group called the Executive Lounge. Here we network and we share business tips to help each other be successful. In order to join the Executive Lounge, please click the link below in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to check out these previous videos on building business success and momentum. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe below, and share it with a friend. Bye for now.